When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, say all the words out of my mind about who I'm supposed to be. I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
You don't know what goes on behind these eyes. You don't know the loneliness hidden inside. You don't know I wanna eat you up alive. Come and get to know me, my type of wild. I'm the kind that spins you and hangs you dry. Well, I'm already on to another side. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more, 'cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole, though you might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough, 'cause I'm a black gold for your love. For your love, your love, 'cause it's true, no, everything they say about me, I'll suck you, no, to my center of gravity. 'Cause it's true, no, everything they say about me, I'll love you like a supernova, burned into you like a shooting star. Always craving for you to come to me, though this way of life, no, it ain't healthy, but ain't no other way, it's just what I need. I want all your soul, I want your body. I'm the type that licks her play clean. Don't wanna let out, wanna you can eat. If you gave me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Your love. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Cause it's true, everything they say about me, I'll suck you, my center of gravity. Cause it's true, everything they say about me, I'll love you like a supernova, burn into you like a shooting star. If you give me your whole life, I would still have room for more. Cause I've got that appetite. Baby, I never feel whole. You might get me through the night, but it will never be enough. It will never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love. Never be enough. Cause I'm a black girl for your love.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Gamers Assemble. Whoop, 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 whoop. Woo! I'm wearing a Super Nintendo Cats t-shirt tonight because I've got Gigi covering up half of the logo.
God damn it, Kat, you had one job.
One job. He decided to
the
get needy right
product.
now. Imagine.
That pussy always in the way.
No comment, no comment. Okay, on tonight's show, we have our resident techno mage, all-round good time guy. And he might be drinking a glass of wine. It's a beauty gamer! Whoop.
I was not saying I've had too much wine. I don't think I've had enough wine. I'm not actually drunk, by the way. I'm
That
not
your drunk accent.
That was my drunk accent, yeah.
That was amazing.
I am
This is gonna be
available.
Perfection.
I'm available for voiceover work if anyone's listening. You're more than welcome to get in touch.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Oh yeah. And she's a resident griefer. Sometimes counselor whenever I get in a rut. It is the Totted Llama!
Woo! I'm in your living room.
There's a llama in your living room.
I've made
And-
that my wake up song on Alexa.
Yes! Yes! Yes. I will feed that back. And as ever, I'm your bouncy, flouncy, trouncy, wouncy, fun. It's Tigger time!
Woo-hoo-hoo, yeah, take a time.
It's always Tigger time. It's like Miller time. It's like Miller time.
It sounded aggressively horny all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't what I was going for.
That's what the bouncing his tail is all about.
All right. I don't really understand boys, so you'll have to forgive me.
Neither
right.
do we.
Engine number 1 in the bag.
Oh my god, here we go. Are you ready? Have you battened down the hatches? Because we've digressed already. It's going to be a good show. Right, we're just going to start with some housekeeping. So myself and Llama were on last night with Bot, and we were rolling with Bot, learning some D&D awesomeness and magic.
I am going to I've changed my name. It was
have you?
going to because it was going to be Ophelia Fanny Garden.
I love it.
It's also going to be my drag king name if I ever do that.
I fucking love that.
But I think I got lost in translation with bot, so it became Olivia Lady Garden. And I thought, no, actually, I kind of like that because it's a little fancier sounding, and also I'm living in a lady garden, so that's not terrible either. So
No,
Ophelia may be like her trashy cousin that comes out later.
Ophelia, I stand for Ophelia. I'm sorry. Like, it needs to
I think
happen.
Ophelia is brilliant. Oh my god, it is
Lady
brilliant.
Garden.
So that is going to be coming in quarter 1 of this year. I was super duper confused. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Anybody that's not played Dungeons and Dragons before, if you want to listen to this podcast, this is the one for you because there's going to be lots of us guys going, huh? We do what now? Oh, we can
Oh,
do that?
God. Yeah, we're all noobs. Bot is the only expert. We are all complete, total noobs. And we're going to learn mostly as we go because we haven't done any of the homework that Bot gave us, much to his not surprise. So it should be fun.
Yes,
Bless him.
yes, Queen. Okay,
Good old
and
Bot.
Beardy's news roundup. Yes, Beardy. So on Fridays at 8 GMT, we do Beardy's news roundup, where Beardy scours the internet for all the little tidbits and morsels from the gaming week and the gaming world. So it's really good. So tune in on Fridays at 8. And a huge thank you to you guys because we hit 2 massive milestones this week. We have 500 listens on the podcast episode. So
Oh, yeah.
Gluttons for punishment.
that's what I say. It's like, if the digressions haven't put them off by now, winner.
Clearly, we're onto something good. People enjoy listening to this shit, so let's carry on.
Viva la shit!
Viva la shit. And also, we've hit affiliate status on Twitch. So we're just sorting out some bits and bobs there. I know, it's really good. Should we do like a celebratory dance?
Yeah, but I think we have to describe it for the people that aren't on video. So like,
imagine
I'm wildly pumping my hands
Yeah.
and shaking my tatas.
thinking about like twerking, but with your chest and your fists.
Yeah, that's it. And then
I sort
No?
of, yeah, I just.
oh, don't no.
Yeah, no, that's skiing.
Floss them.
Sif.
Do the
It's
floss.
amazing. Yeah. No, you're nailing it. Nailing
Yeah.
it.
King of Dad dancing. Oh yeah, no.
We've just hit another milestone for the worst dancing on a Twitch channel.
Guinness Book of World Records.
I used to be a dancer, a long time ago. But anyway, we'll move on from that.
Check out our Patreon.
No, not that sort of dancer. Not a private dancer. Dancer for money. I have been offered to do that, but I've got. I said no. I declined. Right, and moving swiftly along before we digress massively. We'd also like to thank Pride streamers for their shout out on Instagram. They're a great page that love to promote streamers and content creators from the LGBTQIA++ community. Check them out at Pride Streamers. So massive thank you and a round of applause for them. So check them out. They do good work. And make sure you like, follow, subscribe on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. That's it.
I think that's it.
That's it. To Gamers Assemble. If you've got ideas for shows, send them in to us. You can DM us on there, or you can send them to our email address, which Beardy is going to tell you what it is right now.
Am I though?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it is gamersassemble@gmail.com, spelled GAYMERS, because we're super queer, and assemble the usual way, because we couldn't make that any more gay, so.
I did try.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So gamersassemble@gmail.com. That's gamersassemble@gmail.com.
gmail.com. That was brilliant, Beardy.
Well, you're welcome.
Gold star.
Right. Voiceover work, I'm available.
Right, and the last thing that we want to talk about in housekeeping is Wellness Wednesdays. So with lockdown, with the pandemic, with everything that's going crazy in the world right now, the fucking shitstorm apocalypse that is happening, that it's hard to see an end in. It's important for us to share with you some of the things that help us. And we want you to share with us some of the things that help you so that we can share them as well. It's really important. I've had a really difficult mental health week. It's been horrific. But I'm not alone. And you aren't either. So make sure that you know that you're not alone. Your problems and your feelings may be your own, and you're the only person that can fix them. But there's lots of people out there to support you. So reach out to your friends. If you need help, reach out to like a charity or to your local healthcare provider and get the help that you need. Do not suffer in silence, because it is a horrible, horrible thing to go through whenever you're struggling, as I know very well. So do that, look after yourself, and if there's anything that we can do to help you out, you want somebody to stream in a night, or you want to jump on a game with us, give us a shout. We're usually about. And that rhymed. Wasn't that awesome?
That was good. I liked
That's
that.
good, yeah. Always remember that age-old idiom, which is a problem shared is a problem halved.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I mean, this isn't like I was saying earlier, this isn't a weird time to be struggling mentally. It's like the fucking apocalypse, guys. If you're ever going to have trouble with fucking mental health, like this is the time. It's okay. We are all there. This is a shitstorm of none of our making. We didn't expect it. It's here. We're just dealing with it together because that's all we can do.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things that someone said to me once years ago was, everything is always okay in the end. If it's not okay, it just isn't the end yet. And I was like,
Oh, I
oh,
like
you're absolutely
That's
that.
right.
good. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we've done all our housekeeping. Are you guys ready? Contenders, ready!
Ready?
Gladiators, ready!
Are you not
Ready.
entertained?
Okay,
I don't know what accent that was.
let's get into our main topic.
We started out
To-
Scottish and ended up Russian.
It was sort of a weird. Also, like, I'm a professional voice actor.
This is all
Dal
on you.
Spitania, Captain. Dal Spitania.
Yet
I have no idea what that means, but yeah,
nothing.
there we go. We're international. You know, we're all
We're
encompassing.
serving the people.
Usually serving them sidetracks and shade.
That should be the name of this episode: Sidetracks and
Sidetracks and
Shades.
shade. Welcome to today's main topic, which is category is. So this is going to be a quick fire round of different questions, and a little bit of silliness to try and get the smiles out. Where we do flash topics. So if any of you, this is going to be like a regular segment, maybe once a quarter, once every 6 months. We've not worked that out yet. Did you just flash them?
Yeah, you said it was. Sorry, was that not the requirement?
I need you both to do it because you both got hoodies on. So we're doing flash topics. Yeah!
And that's going to be the thumbnail on YouTube.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! It's like I've got my private dancers right here, right now. Hang on, I'm making it rain for you. Can you get
Fictional
that-
rain. Fictional rain is not good enough. I need actual rain. Thank you very much. I'm on furlough.
It's fucking England. There's rain.
That's rain? Yeah.
Probably raining right now.
Excellent. So our first category is drag queen realness. So for any drag queen. So for any of you RuPaul fans out there, I had like a little funny idea that we would discuss which RuPaul's Drag Race superstar you would like to be in a game. What genre of game would it be? And what would the storyline of the game be? So you can play along at home, tweet us and let us know what you would have.
Yeah.
Because I really want to know. This would be amazing.
Or if you're in the chat, let us know in the chat now.
Yeah, let us know in the chat as well, and we'll read
And
them out.
feel free in the comments, like if you're on Twitter, tag your favorite drag queen. Let them know we want them in video games because they don't know unless we tell them.
Absolutely.
We need them in the games.
Yes, I think a drag queen video game would be amazing.
So many.
I know, it'd be so cool. So let's kick off with Beardy. Who would you want in?
All right, you're going with me first.
Ha!
Drag queen runner. Sorry, I completely zoned out there for a second.
It's the wine. It's the
It's the
wine.
wine, yeah. So here's my pitch. This is the name of the game, okay? The name of
Right.
the game is Bianca Del Rio's Arcade of Shade. Okay.
Okay.
And you play as Bianca Del Rio
hmm
Yep.
in a Dead Rising style game. So you'd be in
Oh.
maybe DragCon or something, like with all the queens and stuff, all the different drag queens running around, and you're literally building weapons out of like spare breastplates or tucking panties or like whatever it is. Like you could have like a breastplate on a stick to like beat people with or whatever. And Bianca Del Rio just
Nice.
runs around and you have to like bonk as many queens on the head as you can with all these weapons or whatever it is, take them down, and she'll say like iconic Bianca Del Rio phrases as she's doing it. So like she'll like go to attack somebody like, I feel so attacked right now, and she'd be like, baloney, and just like attack him. And then maybe she could have like a super finishing move, and then when she's killed them, she would like need help packing, bitch.
Oh my god,
I
I
just
am
think it'd be-
living for this.
I think it'd be
How do we
hilarious.
make this happen?
I don't know. We need to get onto
See,
something.
I think we can keep like this game is awesome, and we can have like on the Lego games where you can play all the different characters through the same level. So we just need to make this game
Mhm.
with all of our favorite drag queens
Yeah.
doing the stuff. I'm in. I'm buying that.
Yeah, I would definitely buy that. That's amazing.
I think it'd just be hilarious.
Can we get Seth to make it?
Maybe.
Yeah, add it to his list after
Yeah.
Animal Crossing Resident Evil.
Yep, that's true. He's got that to work
I
on
don't
first.
cross it, Resident Evil. Oh my god. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
there's my
epic.
elevator pitch.
I loved it. Sold. 10 points. Llama.
Well, so I don't watch a lot of Drag Race,
Boo.
right? And I know that's I know, I know, I know. I get dragged into other stuff and I don't get to watch a lot of telly, and then when I do, it's
get
just
dragged into other things.
dragged in.
Dragged in. I love that.
But I have seen some of it, and I did have the amazing opportunity in 2019 in the great before times to do a little when I say work with, I'm using it in the very loosest of terms, the Vivian,
Oh.
who was
Okay, drop that
amazing.
name.
Right?
Names.
So she came and hosted our very first Pride in Milton Keynes, and I was on the committee that organized. So that's why I can say loosely that I worked with her. I didn't, but she was amazing, fucking hilarious. Lines like you wouldn't believe. So in my game, I didn't come up with a whole elevator pitch, so I feel like a bit Beardy stole the show. Thanks, Beardy. But I wanted the Vivian involved in whatever the game has to be designed by Obsidian, because between their dialogue and her one-liners, like it would just be fucking perfect. And I do like the idea of a sort of Dead Rising, running around DragCon, making your own weapons and killing people with the one-liners. So I think we need to get the Dead Rising people, Obsidian, all the Drag Race people. Like we need this. The people have spoken.
We have spoken. We speak for the people.
Always.
I like that, Llama. I like that. I'm dripping. I can't do a Liverpoolian accent. Can you do one, Beardy?
I mean, I'll give it a go. I need to give it like.
But I'm dripping.
I'm
No,
I'm
I
dripping.
checking.
That was-
Checking.
I'm proper fucking dripping.
Oola oop dripping. No.
Dripping.
Sorry, all of Liverpool hates us
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
If you're listening from Liverpool, and I have friends in Liverpool, so yeah, sorry, you know that we're just shit at accents. I can barely speak English, so you know. Let's be honest, and I also can't speak Gaelic properly. I can say about 2 or 3 lines and that. So you know,
I'm
American. We just made shit up.
I've always been terrible at accents. I don't even have an accent from the place that I'm from. So like to make an accent up, no, can't do it.
Yeah, you don't really sound Mancunian.
Well, I'm not from Manchester. Eh?
Oh, where are you from, Beardy?
I'm from a little town called Scunthorpe in Lincolnshire.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe, yeah.
I don't know what
So
accent that was either. We're just gonna stop with the accents because it's getting progressively worse. Tiggs, help us.
Okay,
Tiggs, what's
so
yours?
mine. Okay, so Monet Exchange would be your starter character.
Okay.
Revenge of the Sponge
Ugh.
Queen.
I'm glad you clarified that because I thought you said something different for a second.
Not the fucking sponge again. She needs to
What
leave that fucking sponge alone.
I love the sponge. I'm living for the sponge. It makes me laugh. She does it so well. So it'd be a third-person shooter. Think like
Okay.
Resident Evil style, like not like Resident Evil 4 was it, where Leon was the first one. I love that game. And but instead, so she starts off shooting sponges. I just had so much fun, and every time she shoots, like, and kills someone, she uses one of like her lines, or dabs herself with a sponge whenever she's done like a boss battle. Right? It's so good, right?
I love it.
So the premise behind the game would be like this intergalactic evil overlord, like picture toxically masculine,
Okay.
gentleman being that drag has spread to his planet now, and he's come to destroy the origin of drag and how it
Okay.
became famous. So it'd be like, RuPaul really like kicked it all off, really brought it a lot more mainstream. So he's come to destroy all like the cast from there. So what he does is he gets some of the queens and starts mind controlling them, and they be the bosses. So at the end of like your bits and pieces, whenever you get to the end of a level, it'll be random things depending on the queen. So some of them will be a lip sync for your life,
Okay.
where you'll have a mic to lip sync. You'd use like a camera to do a dance off, this sort of thing, So it would be
Okay.
random
Okay.
for each boss that you encounter, and you could unlock like another couple of queens on the way up, like maybe like Trinity the Tuck. Her power could be whenever she goes to shoot, she
Okay.
turns around and shoots things out of their back of her because she's a tuck.
I feel
We're all
like
going to hell.
I feel like Tiggs has had the wine and not me.
He's been so excited for this episode all day. He's been giggling over that picture in his head.
This feels like, he's just sat down, had a bottle of wine, and gone. You know what? There was a drag queen game.
I swear, there's been no drink involved this week. I have been in anxiety hell, so like this is the only thing that's made me laugh this week. So
I think
I love
I
it.
think we need to start doing a regular let's get drunk and elevator pitch a made up video game because I like it. We can call it Sip Happens and we just sip our drinks as we go and we'll just make up crazy fucking video games because I am here
like
for
it.
this.
we'll have to do it after Beardy's news show one night on a Friday. That's a good night.
Stop
to do
getting
it.
drunk.
We just sit and
afternoon's
get pissed.
beers.
Let's be
I'm up
honest
for it.
though. I'd have to go right. I'll be back. Beardy takeover, Llama takeover. I'll be back. I need to go for a wee because I've got a bladder the size of a peanut.
It's called a catheter.
Oh yeah.
Ew,
Hi, Poker
ow.
Hoods, by the way.
Aww.
Oh, so there we go. So that's first. That's Flash 1. Flash
Right. Well, I
1.
think. Well, see, I don't know who got the points there. I liked Beardy's and I liked yours. I'm gonna give you a tie, 2 points each.
Can she give points? She's not even hosting.
It's your
I
show.
can do what I want. I'm a goddamn American.
Okay, that's fine.
Freedom.
She's already decided that she's won anyway.
That's fine. I like points as long. I don't allow minus points in this, unless it's for
You can-
Beardy.
Listen here, fog breather. You can allow what you want. I'll do what I want.
God, we're gonna have a fight live in the podcast. Great. Right. So moving on to our next Flash topic. I wish I had a war hoodie now because I could go Flash topic.
I know.
Category is sorry about it, bitch. This is all off the fly. You've not rehearsed anything at all, really, to be honest.
That's where the magic happens.
Don't set the bar too high. They'll think we practice our episodes other than this one. We don't practice anything.
No, because the real magic happens whenever we're together.
Oh.
By our powers combined, lots of fucking randomness happens.
Captain Planet.
Planet,
Okay.
he's a hero. Okay, so what beloved gaming character can't you stand? Llama, let's start with you.
Oh, so again, this is the episode where I lose my cult. Because
Cult of
sorry,
Llama is
Llamalings.
abandoning her.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can come to the Tiggerites where it's at the
Oh,
new
good.
members.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Because I cannot stand, and it's slowly changing, but Tomb Raider games.
Okay.
So the original, when Lara Croft, don't fucking know her
Is
name.
she making things?
Is she making chocolate?
It's like Blue Peter, and
Yeah.
she's like building a little arrow. And,
She's
you
like,
know.
I don't want to go hunting for these ancient treasures. I'm just going to make it myself.
So when Lara Croft, when that game first came out, I got excited because I was like, oh, female main character, gonna be like shooting things and doing stuff. And that was back, this was back in the day. There weren't a lot of games with a female main character and an action adventure type of story. And then I bought it. I didn't buy it. My parents bought it because I was a wee one. And it felt a little bit like Leisure Suit Larry. I don't know. Did you guys have that game over here?
I've
Yeah.
heard of it.
Yeah. Her breasts were so ridiculous. It was clearly made for boys to look at and take pleasure from. And while I didn't realize quite at the time that I was a little baby lesbian, I would also grow up to love all of the fantastic things that breasts have to offer. It just throw that in there. I felt the game made me feel a bit weird about women's bodies. It made me feel weird about it, and I didn't like it. And I didn't like that what I was excited about with this action adventure game ended up being a blocky big titty woman running around and going, oh, like whatever. Like I didn't like it. And I didn't play it after that, and I haven't played any of them since then. However, the latest ones come out and they look amazing. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to overcome this because people change, things evolve,
You get breast
and Lara Croft
reductions.
is a whole different thing. So I think I'm going to play the new ones because it seems to be a lot more about female empowerment, just like bossing that shit, doing what you need to do, and not worrying about giant titties getting in your face while you do it. So
Yeah.
I don't like original Lara Croft, and I'm not even that sorry.
Oh, wow. Ultimate she is. I don't like the original Lara Croft games for a whole different reason because you've heard on Epic Fails, random saves, not being able to jump. So if you're looking for the reason why I don't like it, go to the Epic Fails episode and you will find out why. Pokehoods is just saying that she's Lady Triangle Boobs. Lady Lara of the Triangle Boobs.
See,
Fabulous.
if you badged it up like that, I might play it because I'd be like, I know what I'm getting then.
Yeah, true.
Triangle boobs. All
True.
right.
Okay, Beardy, hit me.
Sorry about it, but it's Link.
Ah!
Oh, I almost put Link on mine.
Sorry, I'm leaving.
Sorry about it. So, I have a lot of respect for the Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for any of you
He's
that
gonna
don't
disconnect
know,
us.
This is why he's drinking. He's scared about
Yeah.
saying this.
Tiggs is a huge Zelda and Link fan. I'm just bored of it being the no connection between games, just these same few characters regurgitated and put into a new world. I want to like go on an adventure with Link, so I'm kind of excited about Breath of the Wild 2
Yep.
because it's a continuation. You go on like an adventure, and it's a story thread that's going through from one game to the next.
Yep.
But like I feel like with pretty much all of the other Zelda games, like you get really invested in the characters and the situation and everything else, and then the game ends, and then the next one comes out, it's like, oh, I wonder if this is going back to like when I was a bit younger. And like you start playing it, and then none of the stuff that happened in the previous game is a thing. It's a whole new world and a whole new game, but it's still got the same 6 characters in it. I'm just like,
World.
Look, you set him
over it.
off.
I'm over it. Like I
What?
just
Oh
yeah,
no.
I'm sorry, Tiggs. I know you love him, but Link, nah.
Hmm.
Not until he starts getting a proper like story thread.
Well, he did have a Majora's Mask. It was a follow-up to Ocarina of Time.
I didn't play either.
You've not played Ocarina of Time? Oh my god, you need to
I
leave
have.
this
No, I have.
podcast.
I have played
Get out!
I have played
Get out.
Ocarina of Time. I haven't played Majora's Mask.
Have you finished Ocarina of Time?
No.
Mm.
Sorry
Well,
about it.
Sif is currently playing through Twilight Princess, which I think is one of the hidden gems of the Zelda series, because the dynamics are like totally different, and you be a dog, like a wolf Link as well. Super cool game. If you never had the chance to play it, check Sif out whenever he's playing that. It's awesome.
100%. And I just want to reiterate, I don't have a problem with the individual stories that are told, or the world styles or anything like that. It's just the fact that it never leads into anything else. And I
Hang
just
on.
I
feel
get
like,
that. Every game is like the other games didn't
Yeah.
matter.
yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me just unsubscribe from Beardy, deleting his number.
I mean, I can just mute. I can take you off this and mute you now if you like.
I'm only
Oh, the
joking,
war
girl.
Technomage.
You know I love you. Come on. I'm only playing. Right. Fair enough.
I'm
Fair
not
play.
joking, bitch. I
You're
made him,
not.
I made
I
him
am.
disappear.
Poof. Poof. Did you make me disappear on the stream?
It's gone.
Yeah.
I hope there was a poof of smoke at least. Oh my god, I have disappeared in the stream. He's oh my god, the joy of being a technomage. I wish I was that awesome. Right. Okay. My one, for a very weird reason, is Princess Peach. Right?
Do you know what? Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Sorry, just very quickly, Pokehood's just put, can you guys just take this to Among Us and slay each other?
Yes. That is an upcoming stream. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Imagine. We should do Among Us, and like where we pretend to be like drag queens or like famous people and stuff. That'd be quite good fun, actually. Never thought about
We're
that.
already famous.
No, Llama, we're infamous.
I'm alright with that.
Tell us more about Peach, Tiggs. Why can't you stand
Yeah.
Peach?
Why don't you
Oh.
like that bitch?
Okay, so whenever I was a kid, me and my best friend would play Mario Kart on the SNES. And she would be one of the main asshats that would get in your way. And he goes, "Don't let Princess Slutface get in your way. Don't let." And I was like, "What? Hang on, Princess Slutface? Who the fuck's that?" Peach. And I was like, "Oh my god!" So just 2 kids, like, what age would we have been? Like around 10ish, sitting playing Mario Kart, shouting, "Fucking Princess Slutface! What a bitch!" And I was like, "Right,
Oh.
okay, that's very endearing, isn't it?"
There's the Irish upbringing for you.
Well, let's just say my mum didn't hear me. I would have been in serious trouble. But yeah, and then thinking about it, because I was thinking about this one, because I was like, I struggled a wee bit to try and find a beloved gaming character that I hated, but she always needs rescuing. Like, how many times has Bowser got her? I mean,
You
girl-
start to wonder, is she running away with Bowser? Like,
Yep.
these aren't accidents.
Okay, let's flip-
Bowser's her side dish.
Let's flip the script here. What if Mario is like, what was the name of that guy that kept those girls in the basement?
oh,
Fritzl.
yeah.
What if Mario is like?
Oh no, Fritzl was his kid. Castro was the one that had the girls in the basement in the States.
Yeah.
Honestly, it happens a lot, which is
Yeah.
terrifying.
What if Mario's that guy, and he's just like Peach keeps escaping to be with the person that she loves, and he keeps like crawling back out of his little pit to try and steal her again.
I will never look at Mario again in the same
Oh, that
way.
makes a darker twist. And in that case, then I would say, all the murderinos out there will know this. Fuck politeness, stay sexy, and don't get murdered. Like Peach just needs to beat somebody's ass and get the fuck out of there.
and
And also
She-
stop going back to Bowser. This almost feels like a domestic violence situation. Why does she keep going back to him?
Maybe she's into S&M.
and you called her a slag.
And Mario's not, so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go save her," and she's like, "I don't need saving. Spank me."
I just want to fix your pipes, and she's like, "No, I want to be put in a cage, bitch."
Oh, could be.
Could be.
Well, we've taken Peach into all sorts of terrible directions now. Apologies, world.
Yes, apologies, massive apologies. Okay,
I
let's
also
move
have
on.
the same problem with
Oh.
Mario that I have with Link. I feel like every
Yeah.
Mario game's the same. Just
Well, I fell out of love with Mario. Very controversially, everybody loves Super Mario 64. Fucking hated it. First 3D Mario that I liked was Galaxy. I tried all the other ones, and I was like, Super Mario Sunshine. What the fuck was that? No, girl.
I kind of like
Yeah.
Sunshine.
I think the last one I played was Super Mario 3, and I loved that one because I could get the raccoon suit, and I fucking love raccoons. I really love them.
His little tail.
Yeah, and he just flies. Goddamn
Yes.
raccoons.
Yes. Maybe we should do a Super Mario episode. Right. Ad-lib Super Mario. That would be we wouldn't be able to broadcast that. Right. Okay. So next category is Tomb Raider realness. Okay. So I want to know, who's your favorite Lara Croft, and let's start with Llama.
Yeah, when I saw this question coming up, I was like, shit, this doesn't lead in very well at
Mhm.
all. I mean, obviously, it's Angelina Jolie. Don't come for my girl.
She was an awesome Lara. She
It
was
was pretty good.
amazing.
Oh, if she turned up with the arms like that and the tank top, like she could just look at me and I would melt, and she'd be like, "Give me your secrets," and I'd be like, yeah. So I know she's not in a video game, but it's Angelina Jolie all day long. I don't care. I've changed the topic.
That's allowed. It's who's your favorite Lara. So if she's your
True.
favorite Lara, she's your favorite Lara.
You cannot argue with that because she's the best, period.
She is awesome. That was awesome. I loved those films. She was so good. Even the second one, I got a bit slated, but I just loved her as Lara. Thought she was great.
I'll be honest, I didn't even care about the story in that. I turned into the objectifying 11-year-old boy in those movies and was just like,
Nice.
look at her arms.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Beardy?
Well, Llama hated on it earlier, but my favorite Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, is the PS1 triangle boob realness. Lady Triangle
Lady of the
Boob.
Triangle Boobs.
Lady Triangle Boob. I fucking love it. I just thought it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in a video game. Like, she literally had, like, pyramid boobs.
It was terrible.
And it was terrible, but iconic at the same time. And she used to make the most random noises. Like, you'd run into a wall and she'd go, ugh.
I always do that when I run into a wall.
But I've got a little bit of in the last Revelations, she was such a, like, teenage boys, let's go,
Oh my god.
spanky bum wank. Like, I don't think she had triangle boobs in this.
And then you could get the cheat codes.
Oh, yeah.
So I hear you could get the cheat codes. I would never do that because
What cheat
terrible.
codes? Whoa. You just mean cheat
I'm
codes to
pretty
skip
sure.
levels, not to make her
No.
naked.
No, to make her naked.
Yeah, but
What?
I'm pretty sure it's an urban legend.
Is it?
I think so, because I never, as a young, not realized I'm gay
Says the gay
man,
boy.
Yeah. heard about this and tried it out, and it never worked. And I'm pretty sure it's an urban legend. I'm gonna Google it.
Steven! Someone,
Steven!
someone research it quick.
Oh my god, brilliant. Find out, Beauty, find out. Whilst Beauty is researching, I will tell you my favourite Lara. So, I like the new Laras, the reimagined Laras, for several different reasons. One, there's less like clunky game mechanics where I save in the wrong place or cannot jump over a ledge or whatever, because I'm an idiot whenever I play games. Two, the storylines are really interesting because I like seeing her origin story. She's a lot more, what's the word? Like fragile, and she's trying to find her way in the world. And the original first one was that was on 360. The remaster didn't have it. Apparently, my brother was telling me because he didn't play it first time around. I did. They had this scene where someone grabbed her by the throat. Spoiler alert. So stop listening for the next 30 seconds.
Too late, you said
it. And pins her against the wall, and I had the feeling as the character, like playing as her, that the guy was going to he was obviously going to kill her, but I thought he was maybe going to rape her. That was the feeling of it, and she's just a kid. That's just what I took from it as being the outside observer and feeling that moment. I was like, oh my god, is he going to do something bad to her and then kill her? Like, this is horrific. She's only a kid. Like, she's like 17, 18. It's her first adventure. And I was like, right, okay. And then afterwards, whenever she's running around, she's like, oh god, like she's a bit traumatized by it. But my brother says he doesn't really remember that bit whenever he was playing the remastered version on the Xbox One. But for me, that was like real powerful storytelling. It was amazing. And the fact that she was so disturbed afterwards, I just thought was amazing. The games and how she progresses and how she becomes a Tomb Raider they're cracking games.
Does she go back and kick that guy's ass though?
Yeah.
She kicks all their
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I played
Fuck that guy.
Played all three of the new games, so they're all very good. My only criticism of them would be that the story is pretty much the same in every single one of them, to some extent.
The last one was very different at the end. Yes.
No.
Well, I mean, how many ways can you raid a tomb, I guess?
That's what she said.
I'm not gonna get into like an in-depth discussion about it because it is huge spoiler territory. But I do feel like the stories are very samey for all three games. But they are very good games, and definitely worth checking out. The first Tomb Raider remake thing that they did, I never played it on Xbox because I had a PlayStation. So when it came out on the PS4, I remember the scene that you're talking about where she gets choked up against the wall. So I don't think it has been removed. It might just be one of those things where it wasn't noticed.
But afterwards, whenever you played the game afterwards, was she still upset about it? Like, she was chatting whilst you were trying to take them out, right? So
because there's all those things where when she sits down at the bonfire and she like talks to herself. When she gets like a new area and she unlocks the bonfire, she'll sit down and talk a little bit through her situation, what she's gonna do next, and all that kind of stuff. Like, I remember the one that you're on about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's pretty harrowing. It's pretty amazing. I just thought it was fantastic. I think he did a great job.
The naked Tomb Raider cheat was false.
Oh.
Fact check.
I don't know why I'm
Urban
sad.
legend.
Like, I didn't want to see triangle titties in flesh color.
Ass and triangle titties. Ass and triangle titties.
That's our new single that's out. Everyone, please buy it.
Yes, please.
Available on iTunes.
Yes. Could you imagine that? I could imagine that, actually.
Yeah.
There's not anything's possible when you believe. So,
Anything's possible with us reprobates.
Yes, absolutely. And this is why we're infamous. Right. On to our very last of this show. Category is surely not a dildo. Oh!
Are we talking about your canal trip again?
No, we're not talking about my
All
canal
right.
trip again. I also don't have the shits tonight, so it's great.
No shots.
People are like just tuning in, going, "What the fuck are they on about?"
What episode was that?
Oh,
2
that was the
episodes
last
ago.
one.
It was the first one of the year, wasn't it? So it would have been.
I don't know. It was a good one.
I can't
It
remember.
was a random episode, that. Episode 17, I think. What? Beardy's
have a look.
Beardy's typing in the one where Tiggs had the shits.
It wasn't. It
We should
wasn't.
name him like that, like on the Friends episode.
Yeah.
The one where
was
Tiggs had the shits.
Episode 16, games to play in lockdown.
Episode 16. Yep, there's some classic digressions in
Yeah.
that episode. Okay, so back to surely not a dildo. The Deadpool face. Okay, so what's your favorite in-game silly weapon? Let's start with Beardy.
It has to be any time that you can get a dildo in a GTA game. I'm
Can you
sorry.
get it in 5?
I don't think they're available in 5. I don't even know if they're
Dildo
actually
connoisseur here.
available after maybe 4. No, 3. I think 3 might have been the last one. No,
If anybody at
San
Rockstar is
Andreas.
listening,
It was either San Andreas or it's definitely San Andreas. But yeah, put more dildos in games in GTA games. What is better? This is gonna sound like a fucking psycho comment,
oh god.
but there is nothing better than driving around in your car, picking up the prostitutes, pissing them off by driving like a maniac, and then beating them to death with a dildo.
That is
I mean-
terrible.
Standard Friday night, isn't it?
Exactly, like beating them up with the tools of their own trade, like.
It is quite
I always
ironic.
wonder though, like when you're going through different games and you're looting houses, Fallout or DayZ or any game where you're going through looting houses, there are not enough sex toys because let's be honest, there would be like people would be stealing the food, they'd be like the sex toys would be the last thing, I hope, that would be looted. So when you're coming into these like looting games late, there should be sex toys fucking everywhere. Devs, get on it.
It depends what your needs are.
I mean,
All right, fair.
could have flashlights and shit. We're in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Like,
It could
But
be a
wind up
giant fucking
rechargers.
silicon fist if you're into that.
do you
Who
ever see those?
knows?
Did you ever see those butt plugs that are like basically massive and they sit on the floor?
Oh, you mean this?
Oh my god.
My heart actually jumped a bit. I was like, "Oh my god, he's got one! Oh shit!"
This is the gaming content you didn't know you needed.
Yeah, absolutely. We're edgy.
Something.
Or edging. Edging, I don't know.
Edging's always good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
But
moving
yeah,
on.
GTA.
GTA dildos.
GTA does.
And only because I only put that down because you stole the one that I was going to use. Stole it.
Oh, did I? All right. Sorry. I think it is a good one though. Right. I'll leave. We'll come on to that in a minute. Llama.
For me, it's got to be the I think it's called the giant massager gun in Dead Rising 3. And you go to the strip club, you learn that you find the plans, and then you need a leaf blower and a massager. And somehow that generates dildos that you can shoot at people. And when you shoot the zombies with it, they take damage, but it also suctions to their head. So they just run around with floppy bright pink dildos.
Brilliant.
And it's amazing and I love it. And honestly, killing things in that game is such a stress relief. I love just the crazy ways you can kill things. And the dildo gun is my favorite.
Get the dildos out.
There should be more dildo guns. I think that like if the
Make a-
military industrial complex got around to it, they could really, they could make an impact with dildo guns.
Literally.
I wouldn't want to be shot by one.
Maybe it would be a deep impact.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Brilliant. Providing your gaming comedy needs. I love that. I think that's brilliant.
the one where we get demonetized.
Yeah, well, the one where people are like, "Why the fuck? What?" Yeah. My one is from Destroy All Humans, and it's the anal probe.
What?
So yeah, this is fucking awesome, right? So
Fucking love
Destroy
this
All
game.
Humans. It was free on Games of Gold a few months ago. There's a remake as well out. I played it originally a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and it's a game that has always stuck with me. It's set in like the
Such a good
1950s,
game.
I think, America. You're this alien. His name's Crypto, isn't he? He's
Yep.
the first one that comes down to the planet, and you're just just like in the middle of this town in America, and
I'm gonna get my anal probe out.
he gets all these tasks, right? But the anal probe's brilliant, right? So if you just shoot someone with it, they'll run away like holding their ass, like right? But if you charge the gun before you shoot it, it'll extract their brain through their ass, and you'll
Oh.
get to collect human DNA. I mean, good fucking grief, girl. Imagine having your brain pulled out of your ass. Oh, it must be painful, but it is so funny. And his dialogue is so funny. Crypto's dialogue's brilliant. And you just like sort of, it's basically, I think it's a bit like GTA-esque, only it's an alien.
Yeah,
With an anal probe?
It's so it's like the invasion of the Earth, and they're going to collect DNA because I'm pretty sure isn't Crypto's species dying, and they need human DNA because it's close to their own DNA to try and help
And the
them
butt is
not
the
die.
obvious orifice.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
best thing that they can get is either like stem cells or brain cells, and the only way to get that is to extract it from the butt. So
Obviously.
What?
I mean-
in the butt?
it's so funny. You get to fly his spaceship and abduct cows, like
It's class,
Yeah.
honestly.
and you can
I mean,
use
the science
the
is sound.
yeah, you can use the anal probe gun on the cows and the chickens and like everything else that's in the game. It's not just for humans. It's so fucking funny because the cows have the same reaction. It's like moo, moo.
It is absolutely brilliant. And if you're in your flying saucer, you take a cow up into the air and lift it and go around. Oh, it is
You can
so
throw
funny.
the cows
It's
at
such a
thing. Oh,
great
it's
game.
such a funny
Yeah.
game.
It is just off the wall, absolutely insane. But if you were an alien, you want to cause havoc, you totally do that shit. Like seriously, it's brilliant. And the fact that it's set back in time as well, and it's like the first encounter or whatever, like it just plays into all like conspiracy theories and all this sort of stuff. And it's so good the way they did it. Like it's a great game. But yeah, probe.
So funny.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think on the note of Ian and Plobes, we've got to the end of the episode. Well, the end of the main topic, which is category is. And now I want to know what you're playing, Miss Lama.
Well, I haven't really played a lot this week, to be honest, just because shit's been going down at home, so I've had some stuff to deal with. So I haven't really had a chance to play much of anything this week. I did jump on. Well, we might as well touch on it. I jumped on
as long as you
Fallout
probe
New
it.
Vegas. So I jumped on Fallout New Vegas because I've been replaying that and sort of trying to do every single mission as I go. And then I got on the hype train a little bit about this new mod that was coming out called The Frontier.
Oh yeah.
And it was this new mod that was like bigger than the whole game itself, and all these devs have been working on it, and it had some really cool mechanics, and they were really stretching the old engine to its limits on what they could do, and I was really excited for it. And then it came out, and then it got pulled, and then there was lots of controversy about the story and the game, and one of the devs being involved in some extremely shady fucking shit. And yeah, that one sort of blew up and then exploded, like in a bad way. So I didn't download that one because by the time I got to it, they pulled it from the store and I couldn't get it.
Oh dear.
So I'm just playing vanilla at the minute. I'm still loving it. It's still a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the new Frontier one.
dear.
Might be for the best.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But it
Be-
just goes to show that they need another Obsidian. Fallout New Vegas 2 would totally sell because we were about to buy that shit. Just make the real game.
Yep.
You heard it here first. If you're listening, make the game.
Get on with it, Obsidian.
Just do it. Just do it. Like Nike, just do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Right. I felt like I was in Rocky or something there.
Yeah. No, you nailed
Only
it.
a much less buff version of Rocky. We'll go for lean muscle.
Maybe a bit less rocky and more pebble.
Oi!
Aw.
I'm
Bam, bam.
Bam bam. All right. Mrs. Sarcasm there. What you been playing?
So I surprised myself this week a little bit. So we talked about it in the chat. I picked up. So I've got PS5, and with PS5 you get PS5 Plus, and with PS5 Plus you get the PS5 Plus collection, and in the PS5 Plus collection is Persona 5, a game that I've never played before. I've never played a Persona 4 game before. It's a JRPG. Normally this is Sif's thing, not my thing. Not really into it, but I've heard so many people talking about it in different podcasts and stuff that I listen to, and it's sat there. It's free, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a download. See
Why
what
not?
it's about. And I'm actually in love with it. It's probably
Oh.
one of my favorite games that I've played in a very long time. So I played maybe like one school week, and then we did the news round on Friday, and I was talking to Sif and Anara and said, like, which one's better, like Persona 5 normal or Royal, which is like the director's cut final special edition or whatever it is, DLC, everything else. And they were like, you need to play Royal because it's so much better than like the vanilla version. So then I went and bought Persona 5 Royal because I was only very short into the actual game, so I didn't feel too bad about it, and I'd not paid for the first one anyway. Yeah, and I'm really into it. I'm not normally a JRPG guy, but the story, the way the game plays out is almost like an anime. So there's actual like anime sequences that they do for like cutscenes, as it were. But then the style within the game is very close to that style that they use for the cutscenes. And I always thought that Persona, from what I understood, was okay. So you have these people, and they have these personas that they can use to fight these monsters and whatever else with. And you're going to school, and you've got like a school thing that you need to do and get grades and all the rest of it. Like, it doesn't really sound like my. It's so far not that. So you are this kid who is beaten down and trodden by everybody around him for doing the right thing. So he gets a criminal record for stopping a guy from abducting and potentially sexually assaulting a woman. So he stops.
Wow.
Yeah, he steps in and stops that from happening, and then this guy sues him. So you get sent away from your family and everything else to go to this school somewhere else with some random coffee shop. And every interaction you have with an adult, they're just like, your life's over, you're nothing but garbage, you're not going to amount to anything, and if you fuck up, like, you're on the street or you're not getting an education or anything like that. Like, wow, that's really fucking heavy because this kid did the right thing.
Yeah.
So this is like minor spoilers for like the first 4 hours of the game. So you start going to school, and these weird things happen, and then you jump into this world of Persona. So you get to have a persona, and it comes from your internal need to rebel and try and fix the world. It turns out that when you get to this school, there's a kid that's labeled as the troublemaker who had his leg broken by the PE teacher.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound like it's the kid that's the problem,
Yeah.
but all right.
But the PE teachers managed to turn it around, and the first palace. So the palace is based on distorted views of the world. So it's like a deep, dark thing within your heart, and your subconscious sees it, but the real you doesn't see it, and everything you do in life feeds into what happens into this world. And you end up accidentally going to one of these palaces. And it turns out the PE teacher is not only abusing children physically, by beating them up and punching them and doing horrible things to the volleyball team and the track team, he's also a massive fucking perv and pedo. and is
Ew,
grooming
kill
children.
him.
Yeah, is grooming children. From what I understand of the story so far, so I'm like, fuck me, this is like really a lot more to it than what I thought it was going to be, and I'm just blown away by it. Like, it's such a good game, and if you've not played it,
It
I
is
think you
very
should play
anime.
it.
It is very
Yeah,
anime. That like storyline, like really complex storylines
yeah,
interwoven. That's pretty cool.
yeah. And it all plays out in a school, so you still have to go to school and take these lessons and stuff, and it's about, you know, reading books to get your knowledge up so you can pass your exams and stuff, but then also learning about your new powers and trying to take down the school teacher in the first palace and all this other stuff. I'm really blown away about how well written the story is so far, because I usually feel like with a lot of JRPGs, the story starts and it's so fucking confusing as to what's happening that by the time you get like 8 hours in, you're still no fucking clear of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But this one seems to have a very good way of explaining all the different like situations that you're in and like how to do everything within the game. Whereas other JRPGs are just a bit like, hey, here's the attack button and off you go. Like, you have to figure out a lot of it for yourself.
Awesome.
So yeah, definitely play Persona 5 Royal or normal or whatever if you've got access. It's a really good game. I've also been playing Control on stream. So the Remedy game. That's
Have you
super
figured out
cool.
what's happening yet?
Still no idea. No idea. I found my brother. He turns out to be a fucking weirdo. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Brothers, am I
Yeah.
right?
Am I right? Yeah. He's batshit crazy.
Wow.
And then the other game that I played a little bit of was The Medium, the game that was super excited to come out, and it's just a bit meh.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, but that's sad.
Well, the first thing that made me sad was I thought it was going to be on Xbox normal, but it's not. It's X or S exclusively. Exclusives. And they touted it as. To be fair, that was my mistake. I just, for some reason, I'd heard that it was coming to the new consoles exclusively, but at the same time, Microsoft had come out and said like, "Hey, we're not making anything like platform exclusive for a few years yet." I thought maybe they'd backtracked on it at some point and I had not picked up on it or whatever. But as we got close to the release, I realised that was wrong. So I was like, okay, I'll play it on my PC then. And the whole reason that they gave for it being exclusive is that they felt, the developers felt that what they were doing in the game they couldn't have achieved on current gen hardware.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that's a little bit of bullshit.
Oh.
Ooh.
So yes, it does look graphically good, and in some places it looks beautiful. But like I said a little bit when we were talking about on Friday, it reminds me very much of old school Resident Evil and Silent Hill. So you've got your fixed camera angle, you don't control the camera or anything like that, and the camera moves around as you move around. It's almost like tank controls in the way that you move your character. But the other thing is like the pre-rendered backgrounds that you used to get with those classic games. This game reminds me of a very modern version of that. So everything else looks very pretty, but a lot of the character models look a bit janky. And not quite as good as I would have thought, considering the environments that they're in. The other thing that they touted was that the game is simultaneously running two versions of the world. So you have like the normal world and then the spooky like spirit world.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I always thought this was going to be something you could switch in between quite easily. Like press a button or whatever.
Well, that's kind of what they made it sound like.
Yeah, but it's not. It's scripted.
Oh.
So when you go into this other world, there's this like miniature, almost like a video thing that plays. So she starts to like have a headache and falls to the ground, and there's lots of like zooming in and out and flashes between like different versions or whatever. And then the screen then splits into the two, and you have the two worlds running side by side. And I just think, well, if you're gonna run like a little sequence and almost like a VT to show me that this is happening, then surely you could have hidden like the loading behind the same VT, because it is essentially the same world just loading up two different versions of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be because both worlds are literally being rendered at the same time, and you can flick between them at will. That would make more sense that it needs to be on a SSD. But
Yeah.
I'm playing it on PC. My PC is a hard drive, and it's not having any issues. Like,
Well, but that mechanic exists already. What was it? BioShock Infinite. So Elizabeth, she could switch, in like areas, like small areas. She
Yeah.
could go into the different world at any point, anywhere she wanted to, just like
Yeah.
point her little magic hand thing.
Yeah.
So it's not.
And
That's
you look
weird.
at a game like is it A Way Out, where the two brothers in the prison,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like split screen, two different things, and you're both doing different things
Mhm.
and different. Didn't need a fancy SSD to do that, like, and they're only a smaller developer. I don't know.
Odd.
Dear.
So yeah, but I will say that I think it's a good thing that it's on Game Pass because critically it's not had the best outing. So I think if it been a normal go out there and buy it, maybe it would have done as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I've not been playing very much because I've just been on mental slowness this week. I did play about an hour of Mario Kart on Friday night online with some friends because they decided to try and get me out of my funk. So that was good crack. I
Oh.
enjoyed that, so it was good. And a much welcomed distraction. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And I think that brings us to the end of another fantastic episode.
Sorry, I remembered another game that I played this week, which
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
surprisingly,
all about you, Beardy.
I know,
Yeah.
sorry. Going back to this medium thing, did you ever play Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver?
Yes,
No.
a little bit, not loads, but yeah, a little bit.
So I've been playing
It was
that on
fun.
stream. That game you can switch in between worlds, like almost at will,
Mm,
and that's a PS1
weird.
game.
He's on one
So,
about this switching
saying.
between worlds.
But yeah, so I played a bit of Legacy of Kain. I forgot how little 90s video games held your hand.
Yeah.
Like, I played Legacy of Kain, and Pokey Hoods was there watching, and I'm literally just doing the same thing over and over again because what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? Where am I going? What do I need to do next? Like, I completely forgot this game. I don't know where to go next. I'm trying to figure out the puzzle. There's no like hint or anything. And the cameras and everything else, like I had to put my glasses on and start wearing my glasses for the rest of the stream because my eyes were hurting and I was starting to get a headache and it was making me feel
Elder
sick.
millennials.
Yeah, because like the graphics were so janky and like the movement and everything else. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna have to switch to the medium because one, I'm struggling to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, and two, it's literally making me feel sick.
Oh god.
So yeah, that was fun.
Oh dear. Okay. Wow. Wow, Beardy. Wow. Okay. Are we done?
Yeah, I think so.
We're done.
Speak
Okay.
now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
And also, that fucking no, I'm joking.
No, okay. Right, we're done. We've got to the end of another wonderful episode. Just to say thanks again for 500 listens and for Twitch affiliate status. We could not do it without you guys. Give us your ideas for Wellness Wednesdays because they're very important at the moment, and also for what you want on the next category is, or any other podcast episode ideas that you want, or streaming ideas that you want. Let us know and we will make it happen like magic.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so say it just reminds me of your woman. I love. What did you call her in Drag Race that did magic? You're the one I'm on about. Her
No.
name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Oh, it's annoying, mate. Right, I'll put
You're
it.
not, you're not talking about Alyssa Edwards, are you?
No, more recent.
Somebody write in and tell us.
Yeah,
We're having
yeah,
a brain block.
brain block. Okay, so all that's left to say is say goodnight, Beardy.
Good night, Beardy.
Say
Oh,
goodnight,
Poking
Lama.
Hood's nodes. Nina West.
Nina West, yes, Nina West. I love Nina West. She was awesome. Thanks, Poker Hoods. Say goodnight, Llama.
Good night, Llama.
And I have been your host for this evening's episode, Tigger Time. And until the next time the gamers assemble, keep calm and game on!
Hurrah!
Bye!
Bye.